Okay, so I finally got my G7X battery to be fully charged for like the first time in 5 years. So anyways, I don't really know where to start this video, but hi guys, my name's Tatsu and this is the first time you're watching a video of mine. Welcome to my channel. I don't know why I keep smiling. Maybe it's just because like I'm low-key excited. I'm like kind of excited about this new chapter in my life. I don't know if you would call this a chapter. I feel like if this is like in book form, it'd be like a sequel to the first book. I don't know what I'm gonna title this yet, but I'm just gonna talk about my experience in wanting to transfer between four-year universities, and also specifically in the UC system. If you guys know what that is, it's University of California. Most of the people that I know watch my videos are in California, so actually, I don't know who watches my videos, so whoever you are, thank you for deciding to stumble off on this video. You're a real one, and yeah, so let's get into this. So for those that don't know, like, or haven't watched any of my past college videos, so I originally applied for 13 colleges when I was a senior in high school. I'm currently a sophomore. I'm gonna be a junior. So when I was a senior in high school, I applied to 13 different colleges, and those are all in California. So I got into 3 UCs. Between those 3, I was deciding where I wanted to go, and none of them really seemed that appealing to me. Well, I mean, I did get into the one that I wanted to go to since I was a junior in high school, but then after getting in, I started to think about like if I actually really wanted to go or not, and I kind of had like this whole dilemma of me not knowing where to go, not knowing what to do with my life, even though I think everyone has that when they're in high school, or also just in life in general. You don't have to be in high school to have like an existential crisis. Oh my god, there's a cat in my backyard right now. I'm gonna take a Snapchat video of this. I don't even know whose cat it is, and it has a collar. What's up, my guy? Why are you just chilling there? You're just chilling there, getting like a nice tan in. I'm gonna name you Billy. But anyways, that kind of went a little sidetrack. He's getting closer, guys. He's just getting closer. Billy, do you want to be in my video? Billy, come on. If you want to be in my video, you can come be in my video. Anyways, this is not part of the video at all, but hope you enjoyed that little snippet of the neighborhood cat that sometimes walks into my backyard. What was I saying? Oh, I was having like a whole dilemma about where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do, because when I first applied to colleges, I applied to be like a media major or like something just related to like cinema and like film and stuff like that. I sort of just picked that because I didn't really know what else to pick going in, signing up for what classes. And then when I went into school that I went into out of the 3 UCs, and immediately I was like introduced to all these kinds of different things, all these different majors that I could try and go for. And so basically I was in a major for like cinema and digital media, which sounds really cool to me, I'm not gonna lie, but the classes that I had to take for it just did not sound appealing to me at all, and I kind of in a way felt like I was wasting my time a little bit. And so I thought, okay, well, if this isn't the major that I want to do, then what should I do? I ended up just like wanting to choose something business related, but since my school didn't have a business major, I ended up just picking like economics, or like sort of close to just business in general. And so I kind of just forced myself to do something like that, and the whole time I was taking like these econ classes and all this kind of stuff. Like, I definitely believe that it's important to learn about the economy and stuff like that, but it's not something that I want to major in, you know. It's just, I remember I was like looking up all these different types of classes that I had to take and like all the upper divs that I had to take, and none of them. So I know that a lot of people get a job in something that isn't actually related to what they majored in. So I was really conflicted about what I was exactly doing with my whole education, and I low-key felt like I was wasting my parents' money by, you know, not really pursuing what I found to be exactly interesting. Sort of pushing myself just to get the degree and not really enjoying what I was studying. Also not enjoying the school in general, which is, I'm not saying that the school that I used to go to was a bad school. I just a whole like vibe, like I need to increase my vocabulary. Like, I can't add the word vibe to everything, but that's basically what I do. But I just constantly felt like this school wasn't really for me, if that makes sense. I always felt like a slight urge to want to transfer and just apply for transfer, just for like shits and gigs, you know. I just wanted to do it to see if anything would happen, because since I had a feeling of wanting to transfer, you know, that slight feeling, that I might as well just do it, because being a sophomore and like becoming a junior is like prime time for when you want to transfer, because that's usually how city college systems work. So basically I finished all my G's and stuff like that at my first college, right? So I thought, okay, well, since I already did all this kind of stuff, I took all these classes, I can just start at a different college and be able to pursue a different major, or like the same major, you know. So that's what I was thinking back fall of 2019. I'm just gonna apply to 2 different colleges, still in the UC system. And so I was just like, okay, let's try. I don't know why I need to give this fact, but I live in Northern California, and so I have basically never experienced a lot in Southern California, which may seem like not big of a jump to other people, but to me it kind of is, because I've never lived somewhere farther than more than 2 hours away from my home, and so I just thought, you know what, let's just see what would happen if I applied to Southern California schools. Still in-state, not super far as compared to like if I were to go across the country, it would still be in the same state, just really down southern. You know, I'm just gonna say I applied to UCLA and UC San Diego. I was kind of nervous. Personally, I didn't think I was gonna get into any of the schools. I was just like thinking, don't be upset if I don't get in, because I know that I was just doing it to see if anything would happen. I know this is a sort of like a belief that not a lot of people might go by, but I tend to like the idea that things happen for a reason. So if, you know, obviously if I didn't get into the schools, then I would stay at my current college, and then if I did get into one of the schools, then maybe I could think about actually wanting to go there. Obviously, by the time of this video and me being excited, I got into one of the UCs, got rejected twice from UCLA. I think people usually can say that they've been rejected. A lot of people also can say that they've been accepted. Can't relate. I've actually been rejected twice. Okay, well actually I was waitlisted the first time and then I was rejected the second time. Also, I want to add in that like, don't let these acceptances or rejections justify how you see yourself. You know, like obviously if you think that you're a hard worker and you know you tried really hard for you to reach your own goals, then, you know, don't diss yourself for it because you've worked hard. You know, take time to reflect on the accomplishments that you've done. I know it's way easier than done because I do it a lot. I actually do it way too much. Don't compare yourself to other people. I know it can be hard when like someone has like a 15-20 SAT and you're over here with like a 1200 or something and you're just kind of standing there like, damn. That's just a thing that I wanted to add in. Don't let these kinds of things really just bring you down. Make sure, I would just advise to mainly just focus on yourself and your growth instead of comparing yourself to others and just making yourself feel worse by doing that. Didn't mean to like make that like a whole little TED talk. So obviously, you know, rejected by UCLA twice, and so I got into UC San Diego. When I initially got in, I was actually really excited because I didn't think I was gonna get into anything. I just thought like, okay, I'm probably gonna have to stay at my current school. And so lo and behold, I got into San Diego and I was very shocked.
Okay, this is really random. My heart's beating very fast. Also because I was just working out and I got the notification saying that the application update is there. So, okay, I'm really scared because I actually have been starting to think that I want to go to UC San Diego. Okay, oh my god, okay. Oh my god, I got UC San Diego. I need to call my friend right now. I need to call my friend right now.
So obviously, like I said, I think that things happen for a reason, and so I actually decided to commit to UC San Diego. The whole idea of it sounds really interesting to me. The whole area too, the new major that I'm gonna go in with, excuse me, which for those of you that are curious, I'm going from an economics major to I'm gonna be a cognitive science with specialization in design and interaction major. The name itself already sounds so cool to me, and I was also looking up the classes I had to take for this, and it sounded way more interesting to me than the econ classes that I had to take. So I don't know, we're gonna see what happens because this is my fourth time changing my major. I feel like, you know, a lot of college kids change their majors, you know, it's a very typical thing to do. So I've changed mine about I think 4 times, and we're just gonna see what happens because this major I actually think sounds way more interesting than all the past majors that I've had, and I think it actually sounds like a really nice thing to try and go for in this new chapter of my life. Anyways, that's basically my story on like why I wanted to transfer. The sort of little story that went into me transferring, like, you know, me thinking that I'm not gonna get into anything, or just sort of me nonchalantly filling out the application and just turning it in, just expecting negative results, which I actually do that to myself a lot. Whenever I do things, I'm not optimistic at all. Actually, I just tend to think really negatively, which is not good at all. Maybe that might just be a little personality trait of mine. I could definitely work on it more, but I don't know if you found this video to be informational, entertaining. I just thought that I would give a little story on me transferring from a 4-year university to another 4-year university. Maybe for those that are actually interested and have a feeling like how I did about not really liking the school that they are at currently, then I would suggest like applying, you know, just in case, to see if anything happens. And if you do get in, then, you know, you have those schools as backup. You have the choice to make. It's your choice, and don't let other people try to persuade you about what you should do and that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, it's what you want to do with your life and just sort of what you want to pursue too. And I am definitely really lucky to be able to say that I apply to colleges, get an education, pursue an education, and just be able to go to college in the first place. So with that said, I think I'm gonna end the video here. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe if you want. I know that I haven't posted in like 2 weeks or so I'm gonna be trying to get more content out, especially since now I finally got my camera charger back from my Canon G7X, which is way easier to film with than my big Canon EOS 80D. Anyways, I don't need to give you information on that. I hope you guys are staying safe while in quarantine and enjoying the time that you have with your family, or if you're not, or just enjoying the time that you have with yourself. Zoom in on Billy the cat. Can you even see him? See, he's like that little 2 white dots right there. Anyways, Billy says bye and I say bye too, so I'll just see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.